So years ago, I stumbled upon this book called Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. And this is where I was introduced to the concepts of growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Now, I've been into personal development for over a decade, and I've studied all kinds of ways to grow. But there was a part of Carol's book that really stood out, still is like stuck in my brain today. The reason I talk about this is because it is so important if you want to do any sort of changing, growing, making a decision. Like, your mindset is where it all starts, right? So your mindset is so important. Really, your mindset is a lens of in which you see the world. It's made up of your beliefs and all the things. It's how you see the world, your potential, and what's possible for you. A fixed mindset is that you're either good at something or you're not, and that talent is fixed. And failure, well, that's just proof that, you weren't cut out to do something. So if you fail, a fixed mindset would basically say, you basically suck and you should stop doing this immediately and go try something else. A growth mindset would say, you might not be good at it yet. You can improve and learn and grow. And it's really about effort and progress, not perfectionism and all the things. Carol says in her book how girls are often socialized to develop a fixed mindset from a young age. And she found that when girls face challenges, younger girls, because they did studies, she found that when younger girls were facing challenges, that they are more likely than boys to interpret difficulty as a sign of inadequacy rather than an opportunity for growth. And I think this is key. Part of my 3-part empowerment equation is your growth mindset, because I've had so many client sessions. This comes up all the time where women will try at something, and if they're not good at it, if they fail, they really take it to heart. They really internalize that and think it's about them, as a person or whatever, or that they just are not good enough. And then that holds them back. So I talk about this a lot because this is where it all starts. So it can stem from society tends to praise girls for being smart or good instead of their effort or their resilience. Counter something they don't immediately excel at, they may believe that they're just not good at it rather than viewing it as a skill that they can develop. Carol was noting in her book that how girls were taught to avoid failure, and that perfectionism can really take root really early. Good girl narrative creates pressure to get everything right the first time. And boys, on the other hand, are more likely to be encouraged to embrace challenges and take risks, which lead them to develop a growth mindset. And so this result of all of this, many women grow up with fear of failure that can hold them back in school, career, and life. But the good news is that you can, mindset can be changed when you're shifting the focus from outcomes to effort. You can have all of the best tools and strategies in the world. You can buy every course, download every guide, and work your butt off. But if your mindset is not in the right place, it's really trying to build your house on quicksand. Fixed mindset will tell you this is too hard, I'm never gonna get it. I failed once, so why even try? They're better at that than me, so what's the point? And that inner critic is brutal. The flip side, a growth mindset will say this is hard, but I can figure it out. Or failure is just feedback. It's showing me what to do differently next time. Or it's oh, they are good, but I can learn and improve too. When you are building a business or wanting to switch careers or basically do anything in your life that is different, it's going to require you to constantly learn. That is just it. And if you don't have a growth mindset, it's going to hold you back. And I just want to say 99% of the people that start something new, they are not masters the first time. They do not start out as masters. Everyone is a beginner. So there's a really big piece of this of giving yourself grace to just be a beginner. You don't have to be perfect starting out. It takes a long time to become a master at something. Really, honestly, becoming a master at something, is that even your goal? Do you need to be a master at something to be successful? Or can you just be successful in how far you want to go in it, right? That's a whole other story. I hope you've seen here that like your mindset is the foundation for all of this, right? Like without it, the strategies are gonna fall flat. And adopting a growth mindset is transformational for when we're stepping into this unknown of whether it's starting a business or switching careers. Like at this stage, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking like it's too late. I should have already learned this by now. I should have already had this figured out. But a growth mindset shifts that narrative. Like every experience I've had has prepared me for this moment. You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself to be perfect or to have everything figured out. Most of us don't have it all figured out. Most people, are just trying. We're taking risks. We're putting ourselves out there and learning in that way to get the clarity. You have to take action to get that clarity, right? The growth mindset, it allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth. These are just stepping stones. It helps to empower you to build something that's truly aligned with who you are and the life that you want to create. So we can reframe failure as feedback. Like instead of thinking I failed, we can think like, what did this teach me? Like, what can I do next time? You can add the word yet. So if you catch yourself saying like, I'm not good at this, you can just say, I'm not good at this yet. Or, I'm not good at public speaking yet. I don't know how to market my business yet. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Like look for the small wins. Post your first reel. Did you get one person to respond to your email? That is progress and it deserves to be celebrated. This last part is like actually really important, and I don't think people talk about this enough, is that surrounding yourself with expanders. And that's like finding people who model a growth mindset, mentors, peers, accounts that you follow on social media, like just seeing others embracing growth can inspire you to do the same. So the big takeaway, is that your mindset isn't just another thing to check off the list. Like it is the thing. If you want to grow, build something like meaningful that's aligned for like where you want to go, whether that's a new career or a business, it starts here, right? Like if you want to get to that next level, it starts with this. Sometime this week, here's your action step for this week. Spend some time reflecting on where you're showing up with a fixed mindset, like in your life or your business or your career. Like ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about this? How can I reframe it? You can reframe, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this yet. I'm learning and I'm improving every time I try. This is new and it's okay to be a beginner. I'm figuring it out one step at a time. And if you find yourself looking at someone else on social media or seeing their success and feeling like I'm never going to be as good as them or I'll never reach that level, I really want you to go deep on this, and I want you to really try to reframe of like being inspired by the success and working towards your own version of it. Because one thing is very true, a person's version of success is different. Like I have a version of my success or what success looks like, and it's probably not what you feel like success looks like, right? Like we all have our own version of it. So trying to like see someone from afar and be like, yeah, I want to be successful like that. Well, just make sure that that's really aligned, because honestly, you can't see what's going on behind the scenes of most people, right? So we have no idea like if their job really sucks behind the scenes and we're just seeing the highlights. So what is your version of success? What would that look like? How will you know when you're successful? What will have happened? How will you feel? What will be in place? So really think about that. And then here's another thing, like I'm on my own path, right? Like I'm on my own path, and that is exactly where I need to be. Like your boat is not going to leave that dock until you are ready. So I hope this resonated. I hope it landed. I hope it sparked something. And if it did, if you appreciated it, please like and subscribe and keep following along with the journey, right? Like I'm so glad you're here.